Hi everyone, hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So we're here with the friendship games. So I just watched it and I want to do a review on it with the information fresh in my mind. And this is a song that plays in the deleted scenes. Twilight Sparkle, Sunset Shimmer duet. Twilight singing about something more. She's alone. She's bored at Crystal Prep. I kind of wish they could have kept Sunset Shimmer singing with Twilight in this. Anyway, another scene that was cut was Sunset and Twilight in the cafe. Basically, Sunset was talking to Twilight about thinking of leaving the human world and going back to Equestria to study magic again. And Twilight saying, well, that's up to you. I mean, there's a lot of magic in Equestria rather than a human world. Alternate hallway scene was it just changed adds a few lines of dialogue. It's still the same scene in the movie, and we got an alternate ending. So the alternate ending, Twi decides to stay with Crystal Prep rather than go to Canterlot High. All right, I get why they cut the Twilight in the cafe. Well, the end credits, Twilight says that she was stuck in a time loop, and that's why she couldn't contact Sunset at all throughout the entire movie. I think this is the only Equestria Girl feature-length movie that has deleted scenes. Alrighty, we got animated shorts. We got Pinky and Rainbow Dash are basically, Rainbow Dash is spying on Crystal Prep to see, what they're up to, and see, this and that. And Pinky's ruining it. Rainbow smells like vanilla, according to Pinky. All's fair and 11. Friendship games. Sweetie Drops and Lyra. I mean, for some reason, at the end credits, they just call her Sweetie Drops rather than Lyra. Don't know why. Are both trying to compete in friendship games, and they compete against each other. Bon does tap dancing. Lyra does... Bon does tap dancing. Lyra does, magic, I believe. They're all doing, different things to impress the others, saying, why they should be in the friendship games. And, it turns out both of them get in the friendship game, so... Yeah. Photo finish. Photo finish is basically going around taking pictures of everyone. Well, Vice Principal Luna tells her to take pictures of, the friendship game, this and that. And of course, photo finish kind of goes too far, going too crazy with the photos she takes of everyone. And then the short ends with her taking pictures of Vice Principal Luna. A banner day. So Microchips, Flash Sentry, and his other friend are told to make a banner for the friendship games by Vice Principal Luna. They're all basically saying the banner should look like this, it should look like that. So all three of them decide, during the fight, they accidentally made the banner a combination of all three, which Luna likes. So, nice short. The science of magic. Sunset's basically trying to figure out the reason why Applejack and the others pony up or grow pony ears or stuff like that. Sunset gets her a lot throughout the short. No, poor Sunset. Alright, so like the deleted scene said, what do we have for sing-alongs? Seriously, there's only 3 songs in the entire movie. I'll probably say my favorite ones would be friendship games, and my least one is what more is it? Well, I could have sworn there's more, right? I don't think there's no bad songs in this one. I like all of them. It's nice. I mean, except for the villain one, where the villain's singing about, like, Twilight, you should use your magic to make us win. It's blah for a villain song. Alright, the movie itself. So it seems like they wanted the movie to be about, like, Sunset thinking whether she should stay at Canterlot High or go back to Equestria. What we did get is basically Principal Luna and Celestia basically tell Sunset to make sure magic doesn't happen during the Friendship Games. It happens the Friendship Games happens every 4 years. So I guess it happened before Sunset went to the human world. Anyway, so the villain is Principal Cince. Yeah, there's not much I can say about her, other than she basically is a principal that basically wants the best of the school. And she will threaten others just to make sure everything goes good, and she has a perfect reputation. She did step down and Cadence takes over. I kind of wish they could have had her be, like, related to King Sombra. Maybe mention she had a brother, Sombra. I mean, in the comics, King Sombra has a sister, Ira, whatever. And a mother, Rabia. Don't know who his dad is, though, but yeah. Alright. So basically, Twilight creates, like, a magic thing that's supposed to detect magic. She ends up, like, draining the magic of all of her friends. Well, Sunset friends. And then she turns into Midnight Sparkle when, Cince tells her to use the magic. It backfires badly. Alright, so I do like how Sunset is kind of like Twilight in this one. Basically offering Twilight to teach her about friendship. Unfortunately, it's kind of downhill from here-ish. Because Twilight kind of is constantly, outclassing Sunset. There's one Equestria Girls episode where Sunset gets an A+, and Twilight gets an A++. It's clear that, and that's not the only time. We got more Twilight, which is, I mean, I think by now, they basically, Hasbro basically that there's nothing more they can do with Sunset Shimmer. I mean, she already reformed. She has friends. She redeemed herself. The entire school likes her now. Like, what more can Sunset learn? I mean, I kind of wish they could have went with the whole Sunset thinking whether she should stay or not. I mean, she has to miss her family that's in Equestria, right? I also really wish we could have gotten more of Crystal Prep's school as a whole. We do see more of it, like in Mirror Magic. So, yeah, the movie ends at Twilight, Twilight going to Canterlot High, and meeting her own self when Twilight goes out of the mirror and says that she was dealing with a time loop, which was obviously Starlight Glimmer. I wonder where the human Starlight Glimmer is in this universe. I also wonder where the human Sunset Shimmer is in this one. I have a theory on that. I honestly do believe that Sunset Shimmer was gonna be in the human world. Maybe Sunset passed away at childbirth. Basically, she passed shortly after being born. Or maybe she died before she had a chance to be born. That would explain why no one is looking for her. Or no one said, like, you look familiar. Or treat her like how they treated Twilight when she went to school. everyone knowing who Twilight. Well, they thought Twilight was actual Twilight. So this one is a good one. Defensive games as a whole is just different competing. And it talks about like rivalry from Crystal Prep and Candela High. The school I went to, Classical, had a rivalry with another school, English. Some of the students stole the sign from English's school and put it somewhere. Of course, English being sore losers. Can't really say that. I mean, the other schools stole their sign that says, "Welcome to English School." English High. Yeah, I almost got the prom canceled because of that. I still wonder how they did that. So some of the kids in my school, well, when I was in high school, this is back in 2013, how did they steal the sign for English, though? It's not a small sign. They would have to rip it out of the ground, put it in one of their vehicles, most likely a truck, and drive off of it. I question how and why. I mean, I know why. It was a prank. A poor, ill-advised prank, but a prank nonetheless. But yeah, every school... I wonder if school rivalries are like this nowadays. Yeah, probably not, given like how... what it's like now. I mean, well, Gen Alpha, they can't read, they can't write, they can't speak English well. It's really sad to see that the kids are the way they are. Alright, welcome party. Pinkie Pie is basically welcome Crystal Prep. Basically trying to get them to be like friends. Twilight the spy. Not really. Twilight's not a spy. I mean, yeah, she's going there to learn about magic. Well, to study the magic. There's also a bunch of anime references in this one. Once Daydream, Shimmer, and Midnight Sparkle are fighting, they do a move that looks a lot like Naruto and Sasuke doing the whole Chidori and Rasengan. They have like, I guess, anime girl transformations for Sunset and Twilight. They got the weird magic where I want to say it's like the alternate scene where Naruto's reaching out for Sasuke. Sasuke takes Naruto's hands and they decide to become friends again. But then what really happened, Sasuke left to go with Orochimaru. But yeah, there's a lot of anime references. In one of the shorts, there's a Kill la Kill reference. I want to say that ones who made this like anime. Nice. So this one is a fun one. I like the characters. I do like how it's, well, Fluttershy and the others were basically being friendly towards Twilight. Twilight ends up draining their magic. Then we see giant Venus fly plants, which I don't think. There's also another scene at the end where one of the portal, Midnight starts, tearing the fabric of reality. We see a pony, blue fur, Silver May, not Trixie. Basically looking around. Then she stares at a portal, shocked, seeing the humans. It's okay. I like that part. It was funny. And then Derpy, Confidence Flash. It was cool. So yeah, I kind of wish we could have gone more of Crystal Prep, but it is what it is. So this movie was fun. I like the characters. Sunset was okay in the movie, though. Well, she was great. And I do like how she did say that I've been there, I know what you're feeling, Twilight. I tried to take over another world, too. And offered a friendship, which, yeah, Midnight Sparkle decided to take. Great movie. I'll probably say it's my second favorite. Let's be honest, I already know The second movie is my number one favorite. Rainbow Rocks, definitely. The Dazzlings, Sunset. We actually get to see the school, except Sunset. And unfortunately, in the next one, I don't think. I mean, Sunset tries to help her Twilight with Midnight. But yeah, great movie. I hope everyone stays safe today. Bye.